After the match, Jon Moxley is attacked by the Firm. Security comes out. They go to a backstage shot. Alex Marvez doesn't know how to break a lock, apparently, or doesn't have bolt cutter, whatever. He's always just helpless peeing on himself. And Blackpool Combat Club is stuck in their locker room. They got bolted in, right? And so then, the Firm's going to keep kicking his ass. Earlier in the night, Eddie Kingston said, "Leave me alone," which kind of meant I'm leaving you alone too. Maybe. I don't know. Kind of, you would have thought Eddie Kingston would have ran out to kick someone's ass, but he did.
Well, unless like what I said, where he kind of said, where he mentioned his best friends because he was kind of like,
I don't like what they said.
Bitch, right. Like, we got problems now.
Mm-hmm. So this all leads to MJF coming out, and he looks conflicted. What do I do? I need him at 100% because I want to do it the right way, but it's fun to kick his ass. What do I do? I got to do the right thing. So he runs in, looks at Stokely Hathaway. He's like, "I told you." Stokely's like, "What are you talking about? Come on." And then MJF says, "You're fired." And we get the ass beating that we have not seen MJF take in AEW history. W. Morrissey hits him with the big boot. Ethan Page does the razor's edge or whatever he calls it. Boom. He throws him, though. Like Scott Hall would go down with you. Ethan Page says, "Touch the lights," and boom, come down. Like, that's scary shit. The Ass Boys beat him up. Cisco jumps from the top rope and hits his move. I don't know his name. What's his name? Lee?
Yeah.
Something? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Cisco.
Lee Cisco.
And then Morrissey then choke slams MJF through the table, and that's how we leave you. So I have to ask, as I mentioned, I took away that the promo was a cosplayer of a babyface. However, yep. So MJF has said when he came back, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing you that he never existed. However, that was a ass beating. You know what I mean? It wasn't like when Chris Jericho turned on the Inner Circle and he was just doing like the kind of half kicks, and then they came in and he turned on Santana and Ortiz. Like, that one made sense because those kind of didn't look like real kicks, right? This was throwing you up, slamming you down. So what do you think? We getting a swerve or are we getting a baby?
Yeah, I don't know. Could this all be a ruse to make Moxley feel like MJF's got nobody now, and then he thinks this crew's coming out to fuck with MJF, and no, they're out to fuck with him? Maybe. I mean, MJF is always that character where just what you think isn't possible might happen. But I don't get the feeling we're going with that. But I also, if we're not, what the fuck does that mean then? Right? Because, again, isn't Moxley the biggest face in the company? Mm-hmm. Or is MJF? Like, I don't get it. I don't know what to make of this, which is kind of fun, but it's also kind of confusing.
I agree. Breaking kayfabe for a quick second. If you paid attention to the dirt sheets or you listened to Moxley outside of AEW television, he told you, hey, after that Punk match at All Out, I was supposed to get a vacation. So.
Sorry, right, that was supposed to be his last day, he said. Yeah.
For like 6 weeks, right? So I believe after Full Gear, Moxley's going to get that vacation because, God damn it, I deserve the vacation.
Of course.
Which would then leave who's your top babyface? Insert MJF. As I said, with the pencil in my hand, if you have the Elite cost Jon Moxley the title, you could have the Elite go after Claudio, Yuta, and Danielson while Moxley recovers from injuries in kayfabe, right? Recovers from injuries. You still have 3-on-3. Yuta, Danielson, Claudio, the Elite, right? There you go. And then when Yuta isn't holding up his end of the bargain, Jon Moxley comes back and we're going to do the 3 BCC guys versus the Elite, right? There you go. And then right here, you have your ready-made first title contender for MJF. MJF is a babyface. He did it the right way, at least to what he thought. right? Because he did cheat, right? If the Elite cost Moxley the championship, that's not on MJF. He didn't cheat.
I just took an opportunity when it presented
I did it the
itself.
right way. I did it the way that's honorable for
Anybody
me.
would have pinned the guy if somebody just beat them up, win the championship.
And so you have MJF win the championship. Hey, I did it the right way. I earned this. You can't take it away from me. Your first title contender is W. Morrissey, big tall guy versus MJF. MJF can make fun of Enzo and all of the stuff. He still cuts him down, all that fun stuff. And what I would do,
that would be
right?
so fun.
And what I would do that I think is interesting with the MJF character is you have him as the babyface, right? So he's making fun of Morrissey. Hey, you're 7 foot. You can't teach anything because you're, mentally challenged or whatever. He says all the stuff, right? But as he goes through people, right? So it's Morrissey. Then let's just say for fun, it's Ethan Page. Then we transition out to Lance Archer, right? Like Hangman did it, right? So we're going to all this. But as he's winning, it's becoming slimmer and slimmer. Each time he wins, it becomes a little bit closer to where he's like, and you start to see the, hey, motherfuckers, I'm the devil. And he goes back to being a heel while staying champion. That's what I would like to see.
Which has been done a few times in wrestling history, but it is a difficult thing to pull off of especially a heel turn while champion, right? Like any kind of turn, heel or face turn champion, but even this heel turn as champion is difficult. But I think MJF is primed to be a guy to do that.
You know who the last person that I can remember that did that? It was a Raw anniversary show. The Rock comes out to help as Big Show and Kane are taking out John Cena and champion CM Punk for then The Rock to do his people's elbow, and CM Punk hits him with a clothesline.